The purpose of the workplace scan is for you to clearly understand the current condition of your work area so that you can identify 5S targets and begin application. The 5S workplace scan is the foundation for all 5S activities. The scan provides facts about the target area that will clarify any assumptions people may have made. The workplace scan includes 5 basic elements: definition of the target area and list of purpose and functions, an area map and arrow diagram, a workplace scan diagnostic checklist, photographs of the target area before improvement, a workplace scan display. Element 1. Definition of the target area and list of purpose and functions. Launch the scan by first meeting with everyone who works in the target area to give them an opportunity to voice their problems with the work area, ask questions, and make suggestions, all valuable input for the scan. Remember, it's their workplace, and they need to be involved from the beginning. Begin the workplace scan by clearly defining the boundaries of the target area. Visually define those boundaries by putting tape on the floor. The tape is temporary, but it will help focus the team's attention during this planning phase. Once you have clearly defined the area, record its name and plant location on the workplace scan worksheet found in the resources section of this course. Also, record the functions of the area in the space provided. These functions will dictate what items are needed in the area and where they should be located. In addition to the primary production functions, remember to include others, such as storage and transport of supplies, inventory, and tools, inspection, maintenance, and cleaning. You may be surprised at how many functions actually occur in your work area. The primary function of an area may be assembling and packaging, but it also may have many more functions in addition to the primary operation, including storage of supplies and inventory. Assembly workers may also need to find and carry materials and supplies to the assembly area. Inspecting and recording specific problems and defects is likely to be another function, as well as regular machine maintenance, tool maintenance, and cleaning. After completing the area functions list, your second activity in the scan is to create an area map and arrow diagram. Element 2. Area map and arrow diagram. The area map shows the present position of all items, groups of items, and workstations in the target area. The arrow diagram is drawn on the area map to show the physical flow of activity required by the target area's operations. When the area map and arrow diagram are completed, you have a visual representation of the location of items in the target area and the movement of activity between those items. This visual representation will help you determine the best location for the items in the target area and develop the most effective flow of activity. To create the area map, first draw an outline of the shape of the target area on a blank flip chart sheet. Show doorways and aisleways, as well as the range of motion for doors. Next, draw large equipment, working from items on the outside boundaries to items closer to the middle. Draw smaller equipment and workstations next, followed by items that are out of place or unneeded. When the basic area map is completed, develop an arrow diagram on it by drawing arrows to show the flow of people and materials or other items for all major activities in the target area's operations. This diagram is sometimes called a spaghetti diagram. After you implement the 5S system, your revised area map should be better organized and easier to understand. The third element of the workplace scan is a workplace scan diagnostic checklist for assessing the condition of your target area. The resources section of this course includes a sample diagnostic checklist to use as a model. The 5S implementation team can adapt this checklist as needed to reflect actual conditions and concerns of the target area. You will use the total score on this checklist to help you set goals for the project and periodically measure the overall improvement you are making. Element 4. Photographs of the target area before improvement. It is important to document conditions before you begin making changes. These photos will provide a visual measurement of improved conditions in the target area. Take photos of the whole target area from several strategic locations. Mark or remember the positions for later after photos. Record the locations and subjects in a log for later reference. Next, photograph major problem areas and activities in the target area. Look for items such as the following: fire and safety hazards, cluttered spaces, inadequate orderliness and cleanliness, things you wouldn't want others to see, causes behind quality defects, process bottlenecks, excess inventory or supplies. Element 5. Workplace Scan Display. The workplace scan is a report of actual conditions in the target area. To gain the most benefit from the scan, create a scan display so that everyone who uses the area will understand the problems and issues you have identified. To create the scan display, bring together the elements of the scan on a large display board. Especially, include the area map and the arrow diagram showing the physical path of the work. Also, show the diagnostic checklist summarizing areas that need improvement, and display the before photographs, leaving space for the after pictures. Using this display, make a presentation to everyone who uses the target area. This is the formal launch of the 5S program. During this presentation, be sure to ask audience members what they feel are the most important issues and problems in the area that can be addressed through the 5S system. After the presentation, mount the workplace scan display in or near the target area. You are now ready to move on to the first official step in the 5S system: sort.